Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
All right, making her world debut. Just kidding. It's like third debut here on the show.
Maybe second.
I like to give you an extra one. So
Thank you.
Welcome in, Huntsville. Hey, happy Monday to you. You're waking up a little, it's got a little crisp in the air again. Toy, have you noticed that?
I don't like it.
Yeah, but you got the sweater on. I got the long sleeve on.
Yep.
It's, what's ideal for you temperature-wise?
80, 85.
80, 85,
Yeah.
Sunshine. I was doing a little research. April the 8th is my birthday, and the only reason that I'm bringing that up is because it's also the eclipse day.
Yes.
And Georgetown will be 99.7% totality. Here in Huntsville, we're going to be like 90%, so it's still going to be. But then I was looking, and I guess meteorologists base it on historical data, so it's never 100% accurate, obviously, but it's supposed to be a lot of clouds that day. And I'm just sitting there thinking, man, everyone's going to be rushing, especially to Central Texas.
We're going to be in Marble Falls that weekend.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know what's going to happen, but I was thinking about just hightailing it to Georgetown after the show because it's going to be like at 1:30. It's once in a lifetime, once every 150 years does that happen. Now it happens twice a year. You just have to fly and go see. You have to go fly to where it is. So we just wanted to start with that. A little space nerd for you this morning as Toy Williamson joining us from Walker County Federal. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's been a hot minute. You said second episode. I'll say third just to give you an extra +1. What have you been up to, Toy? How are things going?
Everything's good. We've had a busy year. Actually, the last year, beginning in April, has been pretty chaotic for us. Things are starting to slow down. We've had a lot going on with our annual audits and exams and stuff like that. We've been working on building our business account portfolio. We've done really well with that. And most recently, we've started construction loans. So just trying to keep Karen and Denise busy.
Yeah, just want a full disclaimer, by the way, Karen and Denise not in trouble. It's just Toy's day to be here. Toy's going to hop in once in a while and be with us. So, Karen, I know that you're missing so much being here today.
Look, her and Denise get to sleep in.
Yeah, they get an extra 10 minutes of sleep this morning. So, but we're so thankful to have you, Toy. I've enjoyed getting to know you. I knew of you the first time we were in Huntsville, and then we left and came back, and then I got to know you a lot more. And I just love your passion and your energy and your enthusiasm behind what you guys do at Walker County Federal. And I say this not just because they're here and they help sponsor the show, and you guys are a big instrumental part of us getting this off the ground. You know, we're 235, I think, episodes into this now. We'll be coming up on a year next year, which has been awesome. But y'all really do what you say you're going to do. And I haven't had a chance to tell you that because I tell Karen all the time. But on behalf of Karen and Denise and all of them, I just wanted to extend a thank you as well, because I mean, the other day is a perfect example. Bridget and I were looking at a golf cart. We sold our golf cart when we left, and the kid, Braylon always loved it. I say the kid, Kay, don't be listening. Kay Boning gets mad if you say kid. It's children, because kid is the offspring of a goat. So our child, Braylon, loved riding that little golf cart, but we sold it. I mean, we were going to cart that thing all the way up to North Dakota when we went briefly. And so when we got back, Bridget's like, I really miss having a golf cart. And so, I mean, it was so simple. I think it was like 6 hours later, Karen's like, okay, here's the loan papers. And, you know, she did her due diligence and all that. But that's the service that you get from WCSCU.
I think that in, you know, the financial industry, we all offer the same products and services, but the thing that we try to focus on, and that it's the only thing that really that sets us apart, is our customer service member services. And that's just as important to us as growing our loans, growing our deposits, you know, establishing those relationships. People get used to the faces that they want to know who they're dealing with. You know, your financial situation is almost as important as your health, and you don't want to discuss that with just random people. And you want people to understand your situation. The relationship development is huge, and that's the only thing that sets us apart from all the other financial institutions, at least locally. And I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying that you know, our size has given us the ability to be able to maintain that major piece.
You know, I do have to be transparent. I'm a person of honesty. This show is all about being positive, but you know, there is only one thing that I'm not, that I've been asking for that y'all don't have yet. Do you know what this is?
No.
And I forgot. I didn't make it to the annual meeting. I would have been there.
Yeah.
And we may sponsor it. Hello Huntsville may sponsor this. I'm
What
waiting on that Otis Spunkmeyer cookie oven when you walk. That's the only thing, Toy. And see, now that we got a little bit higher up on the show this morning, we're going to start pulling some strings, Toy.
I'll see what I can do for you, just for you.
We've been joking about that now for several months, Karen and I. And what started it was, and I can say this because they're all the way up north, but there's a bank called Gate City Bank. And you guys remind me a lot of what they do. Y'all do it really well, and I'm not knocking them up there. Y'all do it better because you're a credit union first and foremost, and I've learned the difference between banks and credit unions. And as we go on more Mondays, we'll talk more about that difference and what makes it so distinguished. But that was one thing that I liked. I walked in, they had like this oven right there. I felt like I was in a kitchen though, but it was right there, and they always had hot cookies. And I said, you know, one day if I ever get back to Texas, I'm going to take this over to my friend Karen over there at Walker County Federal. And so Hello Huntsville may be sponsoring that. If y'all let us slap a logo on that
I was going to say, you may not have any to eat if you have that oven. And we all like we're snackers up there. You go in our break room any given time, there's something to snack on in there. So I don't know. You may not be benefiting from that.
We'll throw, I think there's Irma driving. Irma usually gives us a honk every morning too as she rolls by. She was going the other way though, so that may have not been Irma. We always see she drives that Nissan Murano and just cruises by here, and we usually get a loud horn every morning from her.
She is one of our newest board members.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so.
Well, we do have a great show lined up today. Matthew Bethea joining us. He is the vice president of Sam Houston State University Advancement. We're going to learn more about Matt and the great things that he is doing through Sam Houston State University, and really excited to get this program rolling too, because we're going to be featuring a lot about what's going on at Sam Houston State University. We've had different folks on, and you know, we didn't want this just to be an athletic heavy type show when we talk to folks from Sam, because I've had numerous people from the athletic department on over the last year. We want to highlight all the good. And Toy, you know, you grew up here, you know this community, and you know how good people are, and that's what makes Huntsville unique. Maybe I'll kind of ask you that question. Just your time growing up here, what are some things that's stood out to you and have really just tugged at your heart about what makes Huntsville unique?
I think that the biggest thing is, first of all, I've never had a desire to really leave Huntsville. I think that goes to, you know, speak for itself. It's just small and comfortable, and there's a lot of camaraderie. There's a lot of support. I think that, it took us a long time to get the athletic complex at HISD, but I think that I've been to the football opening and then the softball, the field openings or whatever, and just watching the emotion behind all of that and the support that come from that's to me what speaks volumes about the camaraderie and the care for Huntsville for everybody among themselves.
Yeah, it's a lot of good things happening. Coach Souther gave us kind of the tour. This was kind of cool for our HLI class because the first HLI class that ever got to tour a new athletic facility, and that was neat going through there. And there was something else the new Gibbs Ranch at Sam Houston State University. Yeah. We've had a chance to highlight Gibbs Ranch and the great things going out over there. I got to know a gentleman by the name of General Glazer, David Glazer, and he came by one day and he said, "Hey, Rob, you want to hop in the car and go out here and check out what we've been working on the ag side of things?" I said, "Man, come on, let's go." And so we cruised out there while they were still building all of that. And I think a lot about this community having such great employers like you guys at Walker County Federal. We talk about TDCJ and the great work that they do. And I want to encourage people, if you see a TDCJ correctional officer in town, give them a pat on the back and tell them you appreciate them. That is extra. I haven't worked it, but I know a lot of people who have. We got a guy at our church right now that was here on a work visa, and he was working as a correctional officer. And he told me, he's like, "I'm so thankful for the opportunity," but he said it's really tough. It's not an easy job. And so just show those people some love. I know that we all know somebody that's worked through TDCJ at one point.
There's a lot of criticism in that area. However, people need to understand that they're a huge part of our economic development, our economic status. So that and the university, they're huge for us. And if we don't have that, then really we don't have anything but Mexican food restaurants
and car washes. So, one other thing too that I did want to highlight, since we're highlighting some things with Sam today is shout out to Coach Mudge. He comes in, first year coach, was the assistant for Coach Hooten. Coach Mudge and I kind of had a connection because he went to Stony Point High School in Round Rock, Texas. And we were so thankful whenever Bobby Williams and the great folks at Sam said, "Hey, Coach Mudge is going to be the next guy." And how about a great first season? I hate the way that it ended. I know it's so tough, but man, what an incredible run I'd give anybody, put him up against anybody the first year to take that team and do what he was able to do in the first year. Not only that, first year in a new conference, first year head coach, and all the great things that happened with Sam basketball. It was a tough go of it there. The free throw shooting, I know, was pretty rough, but they go back and finish the season strong. Not the way everybody would have hoped for, but pretty incredible run. Do you ever get a chance to get out to any of the hoop games? I know you guys are at some of the football games.
Yeah, we haven't done any of the basketball games, but I do know Coach Mudge and his family, and they're just great people. In addition to obviously athletically talented, they're good people and well deserved, and super proud of him. And I hope he knows that he's appreciated around here. I'm proud to be Sam Houston alumni, and
it's great. One of the things that I learned from a basketball coach years ago was, I was traveling with the team as a college team, and they were on like a 4-game skid, and this was not Sam Houston. It was another Division I college, and I had the privilege of broadcasting them for a short while. And we were on the bus. This team was on a 4-game skid, and he was frustrated. He talked to the guys, but this is what I learned, and I know Coach Mudge has this kind of same mentality. He goes, guys, and sometimes he would allow me to sit on the bus because he wanted. Other times he's like, "Rob, man, I'm gonna need you to step off the bus on this chat." There were some chats that the radio guy wasn't privy to, but this one he's like, he was telling the team, and I'll never forget this. He goes, guys, he goes, "Here's my phone from a week ago or 2 weeks ago," because they had won several games, and he goes, "Look at all these text messages. Congratulations, coach, way to go." And he goes, "And here's the last week and a half when we're on this skid." Like 3 text messages. And he goes, "Those are the 3 people that I'm most appreciative of, because they support you guys during the toughest times." And he said, those are the people that you need to latch on to. Of course, everybody wants to celebrate your success, but when the going gets tough, who is there for you? And I think maybe that's the inspiration this morning. On the show, we always try to lift people up and encourage them. And I'm definitely not putting down anybody this morning, but think about when you're going through a rough season or a rough patch in your life, who are the people that are there to embrace you the most and lift you up? And I've got 2 guys in my head that are popping into my head right now that I can say, I know that they'd always be there for me. Toy, I know, you're such an outgoing person and people just love being around you. I know you've got that circle too, and it's important to you to have those people.
Absolutely. I've had, personally, I have 2 friends that I've been friends with for more than 20 years, and luckily all 3 of us blend well. And actually, one of them I went to high school with, one of them I met after high school, and my best friend from high school met my best friend after high school, and they were friends, and that's how I actually met the other one. And the 3 of us have just been friends since probably 97, 98, and we're still pretty strong, and those are my people. That's who if something happens, one of them are the ones that get the phone call, and same vice versa. So, but yeah, and then professionally have a plethora of people. Obviously I work closely with Robert and Kim at work, and I definitely wouldn't be as successful as I am without them. And then of course I've got a very supportive board of directors, and they make it easier, especially when you live in such a critical time. People are so judgmental or whatnot. So I have a great board of directors, great staff, great upper management crew. So professionally, I do have a circle, and I'm certainly grateful for that. And then I've met a lot of connections through the chamber and just being from Huntsville in general. So
yeah, I think chamber is such an important, resource as well. And I always tell people this. We'll take a break here in a moment. We've got a keyword for you. Because you guys are on today, I figure I'll just give away some money. I'm not giving away your money, don't worry, from the bank. It's in my account.
Good thing.
I'm gonna give away. Yeah, I don't want to.
That's not my budget, Rob.
So we do have a keyword. We'll pop up here just a little bit. We'll be giving away $25 a day. I'm feeling a little more generous at 20, so I'm going to send 25. I always joke around when we do our keyword and our daily giveaways. Our friends from Cafe Texan, they support our giveaways each day, so we have a lot of gift cards we give away to Cafe Texan. Jimmy John's, they heard that Cafe Texan was doing it, so they said, "Hey, can we start giving you guys some stuff?" So come on, man, bring it. But it's funny because I always joke around and I said, please have Cash App or Venmo when we do these giveaways, because I have to go by and see. It's not a bad thing, but I have to go by and see you guys and get that.
I cannot imagine having to see us.
Yeah, I have to come in and see you guys at Walker County Federal if they don't have that. And I always joke around and I say, if I have to physically go to the bank, get $20 and bring it back to you, it's actually going to cost you $10. You're going to lose money in the process.
It's not an investment.
Yeah. So, well, we do have a great week lined up here. We'll talk more about that as well. We'll step aside, take a break, talk more in just a few moments. So make sure that you stay with us this week. The keyword, normally Karen helps me with these, by the way.
Ooh.
So we've had some great keywords the past few weeks, but since I knew she wasn't going to be here and I didn't want to put you on the spot right away, we just came up with the keyword bright. We'll just make it bright today. It's sunny and bright. Clouds are starting to part away. So the keyword this week is bright, BRIGHT. And all you got to do is text that in on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. Again, that number 936-339-0139. As always, our shows every Monday made possible by our Foundation 5 sponsor, Walker County Federal Credit Union. They've been serving this area since 1957. They are your full-service community credit union. We'll step aside, got to look at your national news, word from our sponsors, and we'll continue on when we come back. Let us know you're out there. We'll engage with you as our audience as well on the other side. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
USA News, I'm Ryan Daniels. Early results from Russia's presidential election show President Vladimir Putin winning with 88% of the vote. His victory was all but guaranteed. At the same time, Putin is claiming that he had agreed to a prisoner swap involving imprisoned Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny before he died. Former Vice President Mike Pence argues that it must be voters who make the final decision about Donald Trump in the U.S. While Pence has refused to endorse his former boss, and while he hopes all January 6th criminals are held accountable, Pence stops short of calling Trump criminally liable for what happened that day.
The people that ransacked the Capitol need to be held to the fullest account of the law. I believe that they are, but the judgment about the president's efforts that day, I think, can be left to the American people.
Pence spoke on CBS's Face the Nation Sunday. He said he does not believe Trump should be calling January 6th rioters hostages. North Korea is firing more missiles over the sea. South Korea's military says a missile was fired early Monday local time The Concorde is coming back to its home in the New York City Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum. This after a 6-month restoration.
Well, it's a beautiful plane. It looks much bigger than I remember.
The plane was used to carry passengers from New York to London at supersonic speed. The trip would usually take about 3 hours as opposed to 8 on a regular transatlantic flight. Tickets to fly on the French-made aircraft cost about $10,000 back in the 1990s. The Concorde aircraft was retired in 2003. Current leaders at the West Point Military Academy believe duty, honor, country is more of a motto than a mission statement, so they are making a change. From now on, the West Point mission statement will read simply Army values. It's a noted effort toward more inclusivity. This is USA News.
You've been working hard, doing the right thing and paying your taxes and putting your hard-earned money in the Medicare piggy bank all your life. And now it's time to break the piggy bank and get something back. Medicare. If you didn't know it, Medicare is health insurance for people over 65, and you've paid for it with your tax dollars. Medicare plans now have more benefits than ever. That's good news, especially if you're like me and looking forward to paying as little as possible for good health insurance. Call and find out what Medicare plan is best for you. Save your time. It's valuable. We've already done the research for you. And in one quick phone call, you can learn how to get the best Medicare plan designed exactly for you. Hey, it's one of the most important decisions in your life. Let us help you through it. Here's our number. Call 65 Plus Medicare now. 800-778-8214. 800-778-8214. That's 800-778-8214.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Hey friends, Rob Hip here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget. And as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Have you heard of Google, Amazon, or Wikipedia? Their founders were all Montessori students. Montessori is the only educational method developed by a doctor using the scientific method for what was best for the child. Come check out our award-winning childcare schools at Tomorrow's Promise. Did you know that 90% of brain development happens the first 5 years of life? Early childhood education is the most important time of life. Come find out what makes us different and why we are now adding a third location. Visit tpms.life for more information. Education you can trust.
All right, Huntsville, welcome back at it now. Time now is 8:04 in the a.m. My running joke here is if you're supposed to be at work at 8 o'clock, you probably don't have a job anymore. So so be careful there. There's a few places around town hiring, but 8:04 on a Monday. Thanks for waking up with us here on a beautiful March the 18th. We had some much needed rain over the weekend, and we hope that all of your ground is turning green. We are joined here. I don't know, Matt, are you going to be okay with this, man? Your first time guest on the show, and we have a special treat for you,
Nice.
Matt. This goes on top of a car.
Yeah.
So I always do some quick explaining. This goes on top of a truck. Rick Boning, they have Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools, and Rick is always joking around. He brought me this as a gift. I said, Rick, what am I going to do with this? I'm not going to put it on my truck. And he goes, and this is just Rick and his sarcasm. He goes, I don't know, figure it out. And so I did. I decided, you know what? This tube, you can blow into it. And so we use this now as our first time guest horn here on the show.
Nice.
So you ready for this, Matt? Is this all right this morning?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, here we go. This is official Eat 'em Up Cats. Welcome to the program for the first time, Matt Bethea. Here we go. There you go,
Nice.
Matt. Congratulations. Welcome, man.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Appreciate you.
I had a chance to meet Matt a couple of times. He has spoken at our Rotary Club here, and it's so wonderful to have you. Going on a year now with Sam Houston State University as the Vice President of University Advancement. Before we dig into all that fun, just let us know a little bit about you and your journey from Denton, Texas, I believe, here to Huntsville.
Yeah, I was just over a year ago, interviewed for a position and here at Sam, and got it, and packed up my wife and I, and we moved down. I had a son that was still in high school, so we kind of went back and forth a little bit. But now that he's graduated, we're down here full time, and looking to live in Huntsville and put some roots down.
Yeah, well, we're excited. You know, the university, the growth has been so great. We've had a chance to chat with Dr. White about the growth and all the good things happening with Sam Houston State University. And, you know, one thing that we're excited about, and this is kind of a launch pad for something that you're going to see here over the next quite a few months, is our SHSU Spotlight, where we're highlighting the great things happening throughout the university and through university advancement. Maybe kind of give us the background of how you got into this role, maybe some of the education leading up to it, and what really piqued your interest, and kind of what you did in Denton and how all that merged together.
Sure. I was actually in sales before I got into fundraising. And so it was just an easy transition. I had a buddy that was in this profession, never heard of it. Even as a student, I didn't know what advancement or fundraisers did, and didn't even know a university had them. And was able to get a job at the University of North Texas at the time in the College of Education. So raise money for future educators, and it's probably the best job that I had at the time. The people in the College of Education are just good people, and they love and they care about future teachers. But through the years, I made a trip to TCU and was able to work there for 4 years, and learned a lot in private fundraising. So TCU is a private institution, so there's a lot of different things that we could do and couldn't do. And then made my way back to North Texas and became a executive director. And so I was over 3 colleges at that time. So
well, it's a great journey, you know, and kind of hearing how all this works together. You know, there's so many great things, and I mentioned that. I know I keep saying that word, but it's the truth. There's so many wonderful things happening at Sam Houston State University. The university continues to grow, and you know, the medical school's got its feet going now, and we'll be talking more about that in the months to come. But you know, when it comes to these opportunities for folks to get involved and to help with the advancement of the university, maybe touch base on how people can get involved and kind of what your main role is here, and who you guys are really trying to bring in and help support Sam Houston.
Sure. Well, my role here is just to lead the advancement team. So as the vice president, I have 4 different areas, which is the Alumni Association, Development, Advancement Services, and the museum falls under. I knew nothing about museums, but we have a great director over there, and he knows exactly what to do. And so we're just going to be fundraising for the museum. I can tell you, advancement is it's one of those things. It's a fundraising arm, and how people can be involved is reach out to us, and we'll get you engaged. We want to know something that's meaningful to you to engage in. So whether it be a college you graduated from, you might be interested in what we're doing at the museum. You might be interested in what's going on with student services, student life, football, athletics, anything. We want to engage you to the university, back to the university. So that's what we kind of do in advancement. We are the fundraising arm of the university, but we're also the engagement arm of the university. And so we want you to find that what's meaningful. So if you're finding something that's meaningful, then you're most likely to invest in that. And that's kind of what we're looking for. Bring the alumni businesses to Sam Houston, engage them with our students. If they want to hire our students, we would love that because we work on some career readiness. There's a lot of things that we can do when we want to engage the area back to advancement, back to the university.
It's great to hear that too, because a lot of times when you hear of advancement, some folks on the outside looking in, and I know I was this kind of person until I started researching more about how these opportunities work to be involved. I thought a lot of it was just primarily for athletics, and I didn't realize, there's opportunities to support more than just and not knocking athletics. I think that's a very important arm of the university, like anything is.
Sure.
But it's not just athletics; it's a university as a whole. You had mentioned earlier the museum, and Derek Birdsall and those guys do such a great job. What are maybe some goals, some ideas that you've got in your mind that you'd like to see come to fruition, or some things that you're working on?
Yeah, so we have 5 different areas that we're working on for the university. 5 areas of importance in our initiative. So the museum is one of them, and we're going to be working on a campaign here coming up pretty soon. A lot of renovating. We now have the Republic of Texas Presidential Library.
Awesome, yeah.
And so that's part of the museum, and we're going to be creating a whole wing for that. And so what we're doing a lot of stuff in the museum. I can go through some of the initiatives and just real quick.
Sure.
So scholarships is something that's important. We want to raise money for scholarships, especially freshman scholarships. If a student wants to come to Sam Houston, we want them to be able to do that. We also have graduate scholarships. Graduate students get a fellowship or assistantship, and we want to be able to supplement that. So if they want to come, or our faculty get out and recruit students to Sam Houston, we want them to be able to do that. And then we have middle class scholarships. Middle class students get nothing really. So we want to be able to provide some type of scholarship for middle class students. And we also want to raise money for faculty and staff positions. We want to be able to also raise money for facilities. We're looking at, we're doing some stuff for athletics, but also across the university if there's a need. Raising money for the Republic of Texas Presidential Library is a priority. We're also looking to help students with career readiness. Any company out there that wants to engage with our students, we want to be able to engage them. And so there are companies that are out there hiring and doing the internships and mentorships, and we want to be able to do that for our students. And then there's just the community relations and alumni engagement. So our alumni association and our museum, that's what we're talking about, is we want you engaged with the university. We want you to come back and be a part of it and find something meaningful to be engaged in. I mean, it's not always just about giving money, although we would love that, but it's also giving time, and your talents. So there might be something that, you find that you want to be engaged with at the university. We want to help you do that.
Kind of ties right into the motto, measure of life is its service, and,
That's right.
And I love that Dr. White, everywhere she goes, she'll mention that and talk about it. And you think about your life in whole. And I heard this story a long time ago, Matt, not to go down this, rabbit trail down, but I heard a pastor one time, a long time ago, say, he's asking me about a tombstone. And he said, what do you see on a tombstone? And he starts, people say, oh, I see a birth date, a death date. And somebody else says, well, there's usually a little slogan on there, right? Some of them are sometimes the family wants to be funny, because the person was a jokester.
Yeah.
But no one ever gets this. And it's something that when he told me this, it stuck with me. And I think it ties in perfectly with just life and service. Is he said, that dash is the most important thing that everybody misses. But that dash sums up the entire life. And when I think a lot about Sam Houston State University and the opportunities for students, they have the potential for their dash to mean so much whenever, their day comes. And I think it's incredible to think about just how much the university offers that we can all fill our own dashes with just from Sam Houston State.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of things that we want to engage our alumni in, and it's just finding that one thing. What are you passionate about? And let's get you engaged in that with Sam Houston.
What are some of the things, since you've been here now a year in, what are some things that you've really maybe enjoyed that that you've just said, man, this is great about Sam? When you think of the university and what you've been able to accomplish so far and where you're headed, what are some of those things?
Well, no, first of all, I just the atmosphere and the personalities that are at Sam Houston, the people are just fantastic. Our students are hardworking. I just want people to get engaged, and you can change a life at Sam Houston. Change a life as a student, faculty member. Find some way of involving yourself back to the university. If you're an alumni and you've gone out into work, you might be able to come back and mentor a student, or even talk to a student. What is it like out there? Just to be able to re-engage with the university. Yes, we would love for you to give back, but we want to find that place for you and where that passion lies. And that's what we want. That's what we want people to know.
Kind of a call to action for some alumni out there. If you feel something tugging at your heart this morning saying, you know what, I really want to be involved, you can connect with Matt and his department, and they'll find a place to get you involved. I think of guys like David Brady, who I've got to know over the years. David is the public address announcer for the Houston Texans, but he's also a Sam Houston State University graduate. And now I believe he's teaching classes. He's involved at the university.
Yeah, I just met him for the first time this year, and we're bringing him to campus. And so we're going to have a conversation with him, not just with us, but with our Office of Research. And so there's a couple of people going to meet with him because we want him engaged back to the university, and we want him engaged on campus. Yeah, as a faculty member, but also what is it that you want to be a part of? That's what we want. We want our alumni to come back and find what that passion is.
It's funny for me because, I used to call the games, and it was a lot easier before you have children, and I'm enjoying the life now. But the thing is that I didn't go to Sam, but it's like I still want to be engaged, and I want to be a part of the great things happening at the university, because there is a lot of excitement that's going on with Sam Houston State. And one of the things that I mentioned when I'm out around town in another area, like I went back to Georgetown this week, my hometown, and I love to brag on Huntsville because of how great this community is. And I love to say we live in such a unique town because not only does this still have a small town atmosphere, but big things are happening right here in this community and throughout the county. Oh, and by the way, we have a really great Division I program right here in Huntsville, Texas. Maybe speak on that a little bit about, being in this setting here in East Texas. And you've already talked about how nice the people are, but how important it is for the university to be located strategically where it is right here in East Texas.
Yeah, it's where the university is located. I mean, we're just right on that edge. Everything's moving this way. But being here in Huntsville, it's that hometown feeling. When students come here, they feel that. And, it's important that people engage back to the university. Find a way to involve yourself with the university. Being here in Huntsville, I'm looking for a house right now. I'm looking to stay here in Huntsville. I could go somewhere else pretty easy, but I want to live in Huntsville. This is where the university is. This is where it started. And so I want to be a part of this community. My wife wants to be a part of this community, and anybody that comes to Sam Houston will feel the friendliness of Huntsville. And that's what we like about it. And just being a part, as a student comes here, they graduate, they go out into the world. We want to say, don't forget about us. Don't forget. I know you're busy, and there's all stages of life, right? You're going to get out, and you're going to be getting a job, but we want to stay connected with you. And so as you journey through your life, we want Sam Houston to be a part of your life, all the way from graduation, all the way through a planned gift. So,
well, friends are joining us this morning. Matt Bethea, again, the Vice President of Sam Houston State University Advancement, here on the show. And we're proud to kind of open up our SHSU spotlight here through Hello Huntsville. Bridget Maloney wanted me to ask you. She said, "Be sure." I'm sure you know Bridget. Yeah, Bridget. She has sent you several messages. She says, she said, "Ask Matt about where's Matt." And then she said, "Hint, he's everywhere." Do you know what this is, Matt?
Yeah. So she saw me downtown the other day, and as she's pulling by, she's like, "You're everywhere. I see you everywhere I go." But the funny thing is she's everywhere too, because everywhere I'm at, she's at. But I'm just getting around the community and trying to introduce myself to people and get to know people. And she just happens to see me everywhere I'm at. So she stopped off, pulled up down at the square the other day, and she said, "You're everywhere." And I was like, "Well, you are too." So,
well, there it is. We wanted to make sure we give Bridget a shout out. A lot of other folks joining us this morning. We'll get to those in a little bit. Matt, just just a couple of last questions here. It's been so great getting to know you a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe something about you that I know folks are getting to know you more. So I'm not going to say something about you that people don't know, because there's a lot of unknowns as we continue to get to know you. But maybe some things that just you really enjoy doing. What are some of your hobbies? What are you looking forward to doing here in East Texas?
Well, I love hunting and fishing, and that's what I've grown up doing. And I was just fishing with my son the other day over in Elkins Lake. He caught a catfish, I caught a crappie. So it was a good day for 30 minutes of fishing. But also music is a part of my life. So I am a bass player, and have several guitars at home, and was in a band when I was younger. And so music is something that's important. Everybody can pick a song for a certain time of their life, and music is just, to me, is that encompassing all. Everybody has a song, and so music is just something that's important to me that people don't know about, really.
We're going to catch you, after hours somewhere jamming out sometime, or is that on the table anywhere?
I already know a drummer in the area, and we're sharing songs, but we don't have a guitar player or singer yet. So,
all right, well, coming soon, the Matt Bethea Band here in East Texas. So get ready for that. Well, Matt, before we let you go, maybe somebody out there this morning, we're so blessed to have so many new folks that join this show every day, and a lot of alumni catch up because they want to learn about what's going on, not just through the community, but also through Sam Houston State University. If somebody out there this morning is saying, I want to get involved, I'd like to be a part of this, I'd like to advance the university and their cause, how can they get in touch with your department? What are some steps that they have to do?
Yeah, look us up at on University Advancement on the webpage. You can call the Vice President of Advancement's office, and I'll call you back. We want you engaged with Sam Houston. We want to find what's meaningful to you, and being part of it. There are things that we're trying to do at Sam Houston. We're raising money for excellence. We have, people don't really know this, but about 30% of our budget comes from the state, and that's 30%. And I haven't broken it down. There's already money that's saying, hey, that goes to these centers. So it's even less than that. It's around 23, 24%. Of the university's budget that comes from the state. So the rest of it comes from tuition or fundraising, and we want to be able to fundraise for excellence. And so we want you to find a place that you are connected to, or it's meaningful to you, and get involved. We're not going to ask you money right off the bat, but we want to engage you. We want you to find what it is, and just be a part of it, and be a part of the Bearcat community.
I kind of go back to that statement I made about the dash, and think about your dash and your life and the legacy that you want to leave behind. And maybe that's on your heart today to say, as an alumni, I want to be able to make an impact on the next generation.
Right.
Being involved with Matt and his department at Sam Houston State University, you can solidify and leave a great legacy down the road. So
help a student out there. I tell stories all the time that there's a student that said, hey, my dad has a good job, but we don't always have food on the table. And he has a scholarship, and that scholarship allows him to come to Sam Houston State. And that's what we do. And we allow our donors to be able to do what they're passionate about. And that's what we're here for. We're here for the students, and we're here for the faculty. And so we want people engaged.
Awesome. Well, Matt, so great to have you today.
Yeah,
man.
thank you so much.
Matt is a really nice guy. He's taking care of business, and I guarantee if you see Matt, you're going to want to hang out with him for a while, because it's just you're just a tremendous guy, and what an asset to the university and to our community. So
well, I appreciate you.
We welcome you with open arms.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Well, great. And you can keep up to date on our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com to learn more about the advancement office and also other great things that are going on at Sam Houston State University. Be looking for those monthly articles. It'll be under our featured events or featured section under SHSU Spotlight. So you're the first one to kick this off.
That's fantastic.
All right. Well, we put the website address up there as well. The easiest way to find the office, just go to Google, type in SHSU University Advancement, and you'll find it. It's the first link that pops up on there, and make sure that you're at shsu.edu and you'll find it. I put the full URL for those of you on the social media streams this morning. Well, again, great to have Matt. We're going to step aside, take a break. We've got some more events happening around town that we want to touch base on. And first, all you got to do, text in the keyword BRIGHT. $25 coming your way on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. If you'd like to win $25 today, just text in that word BRIGHT along with your name to 936-339-0153. 439. Again, we wouldn't be able to be here on a Monday without our friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union. They have been serving Walker County since 1957, your full-service community credit union. We'll have a word from more of our sponsors, and we'll talk more when we come back. Stay with us. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
Google, Amazon, or Wikipedia, their founders were all Montessori students. Montessori is the only educational method developed by a doctor using the scientific method for what was best for the child. Come check out our award-winning childcare schools at Tomorrow's Promise. Did you know that 90% of brain development happens the first 5 years of life? Early childhood education is the most important time of life. Come find out what makes us different and why we are now adding a third location. Visit tpms.life for more information. Education you can trust.
Join us at First Baptist Church Huntsville for the exciting return of Wednesday Night Live starting March 6th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. We're offering games, fellowship, a free meal, and Bible study sessions for all ages. Whether you're a child, teen, or adult, there's something for everyone. Adults can enjoy new Bible study classes while the kids engage in fun, faith-based activities. This community event is open to everyone free of charge. Don't miss out on this opportunity for spiritual growth and community connection. To register and for more information, visit fbchuntsville.org.
Hey friends, Rob Hip here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlick at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget. And as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlick at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Trendsetters, join me in welcoming Abby from the Color Bar, the ultimate destination for a fresh look in 2024.
Excited to be here, Rob. We're transforming styles with the latest Bellamy extensions and vibrant colors.
Tell us about these game-changing extensions and the vibe for the new year.
With Bellamy's range and our unique color palette, everyone can find their perfect style. Think bold reds and chic pastels for 2024.
And the deals?
We're offering special financing on extensions and a complimentary conditioning with any color service in January.
Abby, how can listeners join in?
Well, that's easy. They can just visit colorbartx.com or call us at 936-439-4972. We're in Huntsville and Conroe, ready to make your year stunning.
Thanks, Abby. Folks, don't wait to reinvent yourself with the Color Bar's Bellamy magic.
All right, friends, back at it now. Time is 8:29. Guess what I get to do again?
Oh my goodness.
I'm so happy for this. Well, I'm out of the view. This is the first time, by the way, that we have ever been able to put 4 people on this show at once. 4 at once. And you know what? That's okay. We're gonna have to do that a little more often. And I have to do something special just to get Toy on. Toy, see, there's a switch on here, and I have to flip the switch. All right, Toy, can we hear you? Oh, hold on. Keep going.
1, 2.
Oh, there it is. See, first I had to flip the switch, and you know what? Let me hit this camera just a little bit more. This is like part of the fun live production. All right, there we go. Madeline Lucier joining us. Good to see you, Madeline.
Good to see you.
Lucier, I got it. Kelly Ramey joining us. Kelly, good to see you. Toy back with us. Walker County Federal. How about a little hip hip hooray? Two toots of the horn this morning for both of you. All right, here we go. I can't even do it. I was hoping that construction guy was going to turn around back there. So
mess up his.
They're good. These are great guys next door. They've been doing a lot of. If you've heard the saw in the background, it's okay. I'm not saying this in a mean way, Madeline, but the other day, Michelle, she's our but one of the LEAP ambassadors at the university that helps us out, and we thought literally something was on fire. There was a guy that has a vape that was over there working, and I thought those things put out a minuscule amount of whatever whatever it is, vapor. Yeah, there you go. And it looked like this huge cloud. I was like, my goodness, something caught on fire over there. And someone peeked. I was like, no, that guy's vaping. It filled up the whole entire window over here.
Was it a big vape?
Yes, one of those like he walked in with like it was like a 5-gallon Homer bucket from Home Depot, holding it. He's like, I'm just kidding. So we're all positive here on the show, and it's so great today to have our friends always from Walker County Federal, Toy Williamson, joining us. But today, special guests Madeline and Kelly here, kind of representing the chamber today. And Kelly, maybe I'll lead with you real quick. Kelly, you came on. How long has it been now? Has it been about 6 months, 7 months, or longer?
Yeah, it's only been 5. Okay. It's been 5 months.
See, I've been giving everybody like plus
extra.
one.
Matt really, Matt. Rob, you and Matt sound the same. Rob's been giving us all extra props today.
Yeah, well, it feels like it's been way longer than 5 months. I mean, just
she's been doing a great job.
You have.
Thank you so much,
She has
Madeline.
a great personality.
Oh, I appreciate y'all. I really enjoy you guys. I enjoy the board. I enjoy my committees, and so it's been great.
So Kelly, let us know official title and what your job role is. What are you doing?
So I am your Vice President of Engagement over at the Huntsville Walker County Chamber of Commerce, and I do a lot of special events over at the chamber, and I have a committee for every single one of those events. And these are my co-chairs for Diva Night, and so there's chairs for almost every event on the committees, and so I coordinate those meetings and work with ladies like these that are just amazing and help us out so much with the chamber. And so, yeah.
All right. Well, there she is. Kelly will, like you said, she brings such a bundle of energy that we need. And so, and I mean that in a positive way. It's so
yes,
great.
Sir. I appreciate that so much. I want to be that.
Like if you're having a bad day, just go to the chamber and be like, it's Kelly. And if she's not, then just leave and then come back. I'm just kidding. Everyone there is great.
She has an infectious smile.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Madeline is joining us. And Madeline, I did want to give you a chance real quick to plug your business because you've been here in this community a long time. You've done such great things. Tell us a little bit about you and plug the business.
Well, I'm Madeline Lucier, and I'm actually a Bearcat. I didn't grow up in Huntsville, but I came when I was 19, so I've been here since 1992. Don't do the math. And I started my business in 2004, so this is actually my 20th year. It's Madeline's Piano Tuning and Repair, and I'm married to Shane Lucier. He's the Precinct 2 Constable. We've been married for 30 years, coming December 31st, New Year's Eve, and we have 3 sons that are grown, and I have a beautiful little 8-month-old granddaughter.
Oh, congratulations.
That granddaughter really is beautiful.
Well, there's some great event. By the way, I just want to say, Shane, how much I appreciate your husband. I've gotten to know Shane and just love him. And, and just like I said about TDCJ employees earlier, when you see someone that works for our constable's office or a law enforcement office, go out and tell those guys how much you appreciate them. Shane is out there working hard for this community. And my favorite thing about your husband is I just love his humor. He and I were able to share some very sarcastic humor with each other. And it's a lot of fun.
Never a dull moment in our house.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So, well, a big event coming up, and you ladies know all about this. It's a fun event, one of the fundraisers for the chamber every year, and it's a great night. Kelly, lead us into this conversation about
Diva Night.
It's coming up. Yeah.
So Diva Night is, I would say, the only all ladies event in Walker County, and it is one of the best since it is the only. It's been going on for about 15 years, and it gets better every single year. And we have an amazing sponsor. Our presenting sponsor this year is Chai St. Luke's. And so we are so thankful to have them. They are a brand new title sponsor, and so we're looking to bring some new life to the event with those sponsors. And we also have some really amazing silver sponsors coming to join us at Diva Night with a lot of good giveaways. Our luxury raffle sponsors, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home and Gus Hernandez State Farm, are raffling off a trip to Nashville, Tennessee for 2. And so I feel like that is going to be a highlight of the event the night of. And yeah, I'm super excited. Our tickets are $50 this year. If you buy 5, you will get the 6th free. So bring some friends and split that cost together.
Yeah, it's a great event. You know, I had a chance to be there. Yeah, I think it was a few years ago. We had volunteered to help MC a little bit, and I want to say, was Steve Ricks there with me doing that? Do you remember Steve from the radio station? Kelly, you wouldn't, but I don't remember. But it's a lot of fun of it. I know as a guy, like I was like, can I please like come in and be a part of this night because it's so much fun. Toy, you know, you've been to these events and you guys have been so involved at Walker County Federal too, just supporting so many things in the community. But what do you love most about these type of events, especially Diva Night coming up?
Oh my goodness. The best part about it is these ladies take it so serious and dress up. So there is a costume contest this year. Our theme is Honky Tonk Angels. So we're looking forward to seeing all of our little Dolly Partons run around this year.
Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, Tanya Tucker.
Yeah.
And we want to see it all, the fringe and the bling.
Are y'all going to have like some fake dip packets too? Where you at?
I don't think we're going that home.
No. we're trying not to go too far south.
I mean,
We're a little classy.
It's going to be those little cigarettes that are on the little things that you hold with the tube. No, I'm just kidding.
Our guys running around that are going to be giving all the money away might have some. I don't know. I hope Dolly don't show up with a fat lip.
Yeah.
Well, it's such a fun event. Madeline, you know, you've been involved with this for such a long time too, and been very active with our chamber and, you know, serving on committees and boards. Maybe let us know a little bit about just your involvement with the event and what you look forward to most about it.
Well, I've attended for several years. This is actually my first time to be a co-chair. I'm new on the chamber board this year, so I'm involved in a couple of committees. One thing that's nice about the Diva Night is we can highlight female-owned businesses, even though it's not just that, but a lot of ladies that own businesses can come out and be a vendor and showcase their businesses. And it's a fun night for ladies. Really, the only men that are there are the celebrity waiters. So we have gentlemen from around town who will serve the ladies their food during the night, and it's just a lot of fun.
That's a great event coming up. Kelly, give us the details. I know we mentioned the pricing earlier.
Yes.
Maybe go over that again and the full details, the day, the time, all those things.
Yes, sir. Diva Night is April 19th at the Walker County Fairgrounds, and doors will open at 5:30 for our guests. And the first 300 ladies who enter will have a goodie bag or a swag bag filled with goodies from our sponsors and our vendors, and that's going to be awesome. You can find tickets at huntsvillewalkerchamber.com, as well as at Walker County Federal. You can buy tickets there as well. And yeah, like I said, if you buy 5, you get 6 free. And so that's a really good deal. I would really do that with my friends if I were paying for a ticket. I think that that is a good route to go down. Any other details I need to think of? We are still accepting vendors. We have about 3 spots left. And so if you are interested, I might have a spot for you if you'd like to come to the chamber and see. And let me think, what else?
Do you have table sponsors?
Oh, yeah, we do have some table sponsorships left. Those table sponsors are
just $200.
Yeah, just $200. So kind of cheap for sponsorship to be advertised at that event. And so if you're interested in that, I have those available too. And you don't have to be a member to be a sponsor. We'll take anybody's monies. And so, yeah, I'm just really excited to be a part of Diva Night this year and to be around ladies that are so tenured in the event as well. There's a lot of history behind it and just a lot of good girl fun.
Yes, it's been going on for what now? It's been And I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I know it's been at least
It's been more than a decade.
More than a decade.
I
I
can't
believe.
recall. I apologize. I think we've discussed that, but I can't recall how long it's been.
It's I think it's the 14th annual. They did take a break, I think, some years. But yes, it's the 14th annual.
Sometimes you may have to take a break because it's a good show out there. So you may have to take a year off, kind of recharge. I'm just kidding.
There's a lot of great things going down at the
You're right. If you've ever
fairgrounds.
attended one of those events, whoever goes is probably sleeping late on Saturday.
Yes.
So there's lots of hors d'oeuvres and
Drinks,
beverages and lots of music, and it's just fun. It
Yeah.
really is a fun ladies event. So I encourage the ladies to come out. There's all kinds of vendors and things you might not see just in your everyday shopping experience. They have things there, and you have vendors that come from out of town. So it's not just, the same old that we're used to seeing every day.
And there's a fun photo booth. You can get with your friends and take some fun photos.
Yeah, and the costume contest, those are cash prizes.
Yeah.
And so if you come dressed up, you might be going home with some money in your pocket.
And the grand prize, why don't you discuss that one more time?
Yes. Okay. So again, the grand prize, the luxury raffle that we have going on, that's sponsored by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home and Gus Hernandez State Farm. We are so grateful for you guys. They are raffling off a trip to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, a trip for two. That's going to include airfare, hotel stay, dinner, and 2 tickets to the Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
Yes, wow. You do not want to
You're
miss
talking
that.
like straight up legitimate Grand Ole Opry,
Legitimate.
not like down the street and
Grand
Madisonville.
Ole, O-L-E.
Like
Yes.
straight up.
Grand Ole
Okay.
Opry.
Grand
All
Ole
right.
Opry. Yes.
The
I guess you
real
can
one.
dress like Dolly Parton there too if you want to. They may let you in the door.
You
They
might see her.
Wow. Well, this is such a great event. Again, coming up April the
19th.
19th.
5:30 to 8:30.
Boy, so that's
Yes.
just a little over a month away.
Yes,
So,
and those raffle tickets, they're $35 each. But if you want to buy 3, you can buy 3 for $100. And so I feel like that's a steal if you get a trip to Nashville for $100.
I remember our friend Samantha Havard, she used to say, like, if it was, she's like, it's $20 a ticket, or you can buy 5 for $100. She would always joke around about that. So, but it is a good event. So come on out. $50 a person, correct? Was that right?
Yes.
And we do encourage you to get those tickets early. Will y'all sell them at the door too if someone shows up, or do they need to
Yeah.
do all of it pre-register?
We will sell them at the door. There'll be a little bit of a hike up, probably $55 at the door, but all are welcome, and we want you to come.
And if you buy them in advance, there's not a line. You can
Yeah.
scoop right on
Yes.
in and start
Be one of the
Drinking,
first
eating.
start having your
people to get a
beverages
swag
and
bag.
your free hors d'oeuvres and socializing and checking out the vendors and all that good
Start
stuff.
honky tonking.
I mean, honky tonk.
This is going to be. What was the theme last year? I forgot.
It was Let's Go Barbie.
Barbie.
Let's go, Barbie.
Oh,
was
and
like-
there was some
Oh, man.
sights on that one, so that was fun too.
Did the guys that came to serve, were they Ken? Was that like their?
Yes, and
okay.
they got mobbed for the money.
Oh,
whenever the song came on, that was
Find a kin.
Find a kin, and they told us they didn't feel safe anymore.
So at
Ken was
Diva Night, you don't spend cash, you spend Diva dollars. And so Walker County Federal Community Credit Community Service
Service.
Credit Union and First Financial are both sponsors of our Diva dollars. And so that's what the waiters were getting mobbed for. We give away those dollars, and so
And they can be spent anywhere
at the vendors.
at the
Yes,
vendors.
so it's really awesome.
That's really cool. Well, the chamber is doing some great work. I did want to end the interview with this. Madeline, you're new to the board and you've been involved. Huntsville is one of those communities. Do you feel like you're voluntold? Did somebody come in and be like, Madeline, you're doing this? Was it that?
Actually,
for
that
you?
did happen with this.
That's Huntsville. That's how it happens.
Because I'm with the HLI committee, and Ray Hernandez voluntold me to be a co-chair for this. So yeah,
we pretty much got a piece of paper and said, that's where you're going to be. And we're like, okay, I run a financial institution, not event planning.
Well, it is important. I did want to end with this. The chamber is such an incredible, important asset in our community. I've talked to folks in the community before, and I did want to just say this, that there are people that join the chamber that I have talked to said, well, I never got anything out of it. And my response to them was, I've never seen you at anything.
Mhm.
And so the chamber is going to support you and take care of you, but it's also up to you as well to show up to these events and to be a part of them, to sponsor events if you have the financial means to do so. If you don't have the financial means to do so, guess what? You can still volunteer to help out with planning and different things as well, to be on a committee and to join. I want to tell you as a testimonial, and I know all three of you can attest to this as well, that the chamber is such an incredible resource. And when you go to events, the breakfast, the networking lunches that they have from time to time, or the lunch and learns rather, the business after hours. You're going to meet people, and that's how I connected with all of y'all. I didn't know anybody in this community until I got involved in the Chamber of Commerce. And that's where not just did I make professional relationships, I've made some of my best friends from the Chamber here in Huntsville. Maybe highlight a little bit about that, Madeline, just for you and the success that you've seen and had being part of the Chamber.
Yeah, I think I joined the Chamber about 18 or 19 years ago. I was encouraged through the Small Business Development Center, actually, because I talked to them before I started my business. And so I've been involved in the Chamber a long time, and it is what you put into it is what you'll get out of it. I actually just recently joined the Leads Exchange because whenever you get involved with other people and network like that, it can really expound your business because you do make more network relationships, and it's just been a great thing.
For you, I know we got to get rolling here, Toy, because y'all got a meeting at 9 or so. But maybe just from you guys in Walker County Federal Credit Union, how much has the Chamber meant to y'all and some of the benefits y'all have seen from it?
Absolutely. I know for myself, I've been employed at the credit union nearly 30 years, and it was probably the last 5 years that I personally, actually, it's probably been a little longer than that. But anyways, when I did HLI, that was a life-changing career and personal, for that matter, experience. And I agree 100%. You get out of the Chamber what you put into the Chamber, or the networking, and not necessarily financially, but just the networking itself is worth
the relationships.
Absolutely. The relationships, it's worth more than the money that you spend being a part of it. And it's a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal. I think that I would recommend any business owner give it a try and see if it works for you. And sometimes it doesn't, but I do feel like that you'll find something, at least one thing that you can appreciate from it.
Absolutely. Well, again, we appreciate all of y'all for being here today. It's a full house, and so it's a privilege. I just wanted to tell y'all it's truly a privilege to be here to talk to y'all, and everyone has a unique story. Everybody is valuable, and that's another inspiration I want to have this morning. Maybe you're waking up today feeling like, I'm not able to contribute anything, or I'm not providing anything. And I want to encourage you, no matter where you're at in life and what circumstance you're going through or what season you're in, you are important, and everybody has an important story, an important talent. There's something within you that you can share with others. Each and every one of you possess those talents as well. And that's why I love Huntsville, because we celebrate those things in all of our community members here in Huntsville, Texas. Madeline, Kelly, Toy, thank y'all so much for being here today with us.
Thank you so much.
No, y'all got to get rolling. So Michelle don't realize it yet because she's over here typing away. I just give Michelle like a little list and she just goes to work. Sometimes I'm worried that I don't give her enough because she just knocks it out. So she doesn't realize it, but I'm going to have y'all hop off here in just a second so y'all can take care of y'all's meetings today. And Michelle's going to close the show out with me today. Before we do go, Toy, anything final that you'd like to add on about Walker County Federal before you go today?
I would just encourage you that whether you have an account with us or want an account with us, come see us. Give us a chance to serve you. Give us a chance to help you. Give us a chance just to be friends with you. We enjoy what we do, and we are different from other financial institutions. Again, not trying to knock them, but come in and experience it and see that we're not just your regular financial institution. We genuinely care about our members.
Get ready, friends. If Toy lets me, there may be a sponsored Otis Spunkmeyer cookie machine in there, an oven. We've been talking about this, Madeline. So you may see one show up in there.
I'm telling y'all now, there won't be any cookies. So Rob's going to be disappointed. He's going to buy it and he isn't getting cookies. We snack a lot.
Well, it's so great today. Again, big thank you also to Matt Bethea and Sam Houston State University and their advancement office. So great to have them on today. And to Emily DiMilano for helping to set up that. That's going to be something we're going to be running here for the next 6 months or so on Hello Huntsville. So you'll learn more about our university and all the great things happening that make up Huntsville what it is. Do want to remind you one final opportunity here this morning to text in the keyword BRIGHT. And all you have to do is text that in with your name on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. It's BRIGHT along with your name to 936-339-0139. I've got $25 coming your way today. We'll wrap it up here in just a few moments. As always, our Monday is brought to you by our great friends at Walker County Federal Credit Union. I've got 3 accounts there, our nonprofit account, business and personal. We also have 2 loans at Walker County Federal. The only thing that we're missing, I think, is, we'll find a loan for something else, Toy. So Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll take a break, and Michelle will join us, and we'll wrap it up here on the other side. Stay with us. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
All right. Oh, hold on. I forgot to play the music. There we go, Michelle. All right. Hold on. Got to give that official Michelle Cardenas, like, back at it music. Leap. What's up, Leap? Did people ever call you Leap? Like,
No.
Can we have that as a nickname?
No.
What up, Leap? Sounds like kind of like I don't know, Leap. What's up, Leap? You don't like that, Leap? What up, Leap? It's like if you have a cousin and you call him Lip. Have you ever heard of that before? Like you call your cousin. You never had a cousin called Lip?
No, I have not.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna put the camera just on you by yourself so I can adjust this camera. Oh, there we go. Okay. See this? This is called. Oh, it's still not adjusted, Michelle. Hold on. This is called like studio magic behind the scenes that nobody ever sees this stuff. Bam! There we go. Look at that. Camera's fixed. So.
Perfect.
Michelle, good to see you. Where have you been? Why did you leave us for a week?
I had some business to take care of in Washington, D.C.
Oh, you're up on Capitol Hill, huh?
I was,
Just a bill on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
So what went on? Tell us about your spring break.
Oh, my goodness.
We'll show pictures. I'm going to have you on later this week, if you don't mind, to like give us the full rundown.
Yeah, absolutely.
But give us the quick Michelle Cardenas story.
It was amazing. Just for starters, we went everywhere. There's so much to see, so much to do. We spent 6 hours in a museum alone. It was just so much to do. There's so many places, Capitol Hill, the National Mall, which is like all the tourist stuff. But we also did a little bit of learning as well. We went to the Library of Congress. That was super fun.
So have you been to any of this before?
No, it was my first time. So you can only imagine how excited I was to see all of this.
You know what's cool for you, like as a LEAP ambassador, like you have been able to experience so much because I don't think you hadn't never flown before.
No,
right?
I hadn't until I was in LEAP, until I came to SAM.
And you've flown a few times now,
yeah,
right?
I have, yes.
Was it nerve-wracking the first time?
I don't think so. I think I was just more excited. I think I was excited. I didn't really think about everything that could go wrong. I was just happy to be there.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's going to happen is a plane's going to crash, and that's it. Night, kitty, kitty. That's the worst that could happen.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was just super excited when I went on my first flying.
And now you've done so many more and getting to see DC. What was it like in an election year? Could you sense the political thickness of the election while you were there, or not really?
Somewhat, because we were there for a conference. So it was Joe Biden was there, so he spoke to us for a couple minutes.
Wait, JB said what's up to y'all?
Yeah, he was there.
What?
He was there for a couple minutes. He did a speech, and
were you like, I know you got to be super respectful, but were you like, what up, JB? Did you say that?
And I was very excited to see him. I mean, it's just, I always say, like, regardless of who it is, it's so cool. Like the president of the United States. You can't. Not everyone can say I've been in the same room.
Did he speak to just y'all's group or to
No. It was a conference, so it was a pretty big.
Oh, cool.
Pretty big crowd, but it was super exciting to see him, and they play his little presidential song when he's like walking up to the podium, and it's great.
If I was a president, I would play like some old school Notorious B.I.G. like walk up when I'd wear sunglasses. You know, that'd be all right. No, I would not do that. You got to respect the office. So, well, Michelle, we'll catch up a little bit later this week. I want to hear more about what all y'all did. We'll go into detail. So start planning that. Just by the way,
yeah.
And maybe on Friday or so we'll introduce everything that you did. We'll put together a little slideshow for you.
Sounds
of your
perfect.
photos, and we'll go through it. You can talk us through each one.
Cool.
So, well, let's head over to the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line, because today I feel like giving away $25 to somebody, Michelle.
Good.
So let's go. Here we go. Oh, you hear that music going?
Hello.
Good morning. This is Michelle Cardenas with Hello Huntsville.
Good morning, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Who am I speaking with?
This is Quentin.
Oh, hello, Quentin. You have won our giveaway today.
Awesome.
Music. This is Music Man, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Man, one time we had a special. You remember this, Quentin? You did, because I gave you $100, man. We had what was that, Quentin? Remember there was something broke on the show and you figured it out. What was that?
Yeah, that was with the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine mishap or Easter egg.
Yeah, the cuisine. I intentionally spelled it wrong on purpose, and Quentin was the only. And I said nobody will ever figure this out. Cool, Quentin did. And see, Quentin works at a bank, and so I told one of the managers over at that bank. I said, just take 100 out of y'all's account and give it to Quentin for us. So I had to pony up the money for that, Quentin. You know that, man. That was me. I had to pony that up, man.
Well, it was not in vain, Rob.
Well, $25 coming your way. Do you have Cash App or Venmo?
I sure do.
All right. Well, text that to us. Which one on the same line that you texted in on, and we'll get that over to you today, buddy. Good to hear from you, man.
You as well. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, hey, real quick, do you want to plug your church real quick, man? I know y'all are doing some stuff over there. Let us know about your church.
Absolutely. So I am a member and musician at Warren Chapel Church in Phelps, Texas, which is right on the outskirts of town. And we're doing lots of great things out there. We're starting up a new food ministry. We've done things with the Houston Food Bank. And so we're just really wanting to help, our community get out there as much as we can. So if there's anything we can ever do, just feel free to reach out to us.
You bet, man. And, I speak on behalf of here at First Baptist. If there's anything we can do to help you guys, you let us know too. All right, my friend?
Absolutely. We appreciate that.
All right. Well, there he is. Music Man. God bless you, brother. Have a great day, man.
You too. Thanks.
That's a very talented young man. He's jamming out on the piano one day when they had the MLK Community Center grand opening.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Music Man was back there jamming.
Awesome. So that's his nickname.
That's his name, Music Man Williams. Hey, by the way, the most engagement that we've had on this show, 76 viewers at once this morning. So we want to thank all of you for sharing this broadcast and for continuing to spread the good news of Huntsville, Texas. Do have some exciting news that I'll start to let slip just a little bit. Our license process for Spirit Radio FM is slowly moving along. There was another organization that was close by that actually requested the same frequency that we did, or the same channel.
Mm-hmm.
And so the FCC has now put us into what's called an MX group, which means a mutually exclusive group. And there will be a 60-day window to make some changes to our license so we can break out of that group, become what's called a singleton, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, get our construction permit. So we're looking forward to bringing Spirit Radio FM over the traditional FM airwaves here in Huntsville. It's going to be a contemporary Christian station. And Michelle, you've seen behind the scenes. I mean, if you you can go ahead and download the app now at spiritradio.fm.
I have it on my MacBook. It's super easy. You just download it and it'll play right away. You just open the app and boom, done.
All there on your Mac, your Apple, your iPhone, your Android, your tablet. Basically anything that has internet, you can listen to Spirit Radio, even if you're on your smart TVs. We're on the TuneIn app. And any of you that have a Google Home or Alexa, all you have to do is say, okay, Google, listen to Spirit Radio FM. I hope your speakers just did that, Michelle, because mine did. You see it on my phone. It just did it. So there you go. So there you go. That's all you got to do. You just say listen to it, and it'll play it. If you have Alexa, it is now officially working on Alexa. Finally, Alexa. What do you say? Do you know what to say, Michelle?
Yeah, just play Spirit Radio FM.
Alexa, listen to Spirit Radio FM. Hopefully all of your devices, wherever you're at, just went off. So, all right, friends. Well, we appreciate it. Christine Mitchell says, I have it on my phone and work computer, and she loves it. We appreciate it. We're going to continue to lift up this community. Michelle, thanks so much for always helping us out. I did want to say something about Michelle real quick, and I wasn't joking earlier. I give Michelle one task, and she just knocks it out of the park. We have had so much more engagement on our website thanks to the content that Michelle has been able to help us with. And so you play such an important role here in our platform, Michelle, and we appreciate you so much. And a big thank you to Professor Mike Yan, for what he does with all of the LEAP ambassadors at Sam Houston State University. These are some of the best. Not that any other student isn't the best, but the folks in the LEAP ambassador program like Michelle, they go the extra mile to do great things. And so we appreciate you,
Thank
Michelle.
you so much.
We'll be back at it. Tomorrow may be a pre-recorded show because I have HLI. Jason Thompson and Guardian Defense is with us every Tuesday. And we also are booking out the rest of the week. All you got to do is go online to our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com to find out the latest happening here in our community. Wednesday, we'll be back at it with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Roxanne Moss will be joining us from the American Legion Post about some great events that they have coming up. Still waiting on Thursday's guest, but on Friday, it's going to be a great show. Our friend Anthony John Antonides will be here with us on Friday. And you're wondering, who is Mr. Antonides? Well, he is the new proprietor of Texas Roadhouse.
Awesome.
So we're going to be learning all about Texas Roadhouse coming to Huntsville this Friday.
It's exciting.
It is. This will wrap it up, friends. We love you. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. And as I end every single broadcast, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you back tomorrow, 7:30 in the morning.